Create yourself a new world, big or small, but make it beautiful. The Property Show brings you beautiful spaces, exquisite construction ideas, easy style interior designing, and we bring you up to date with the industry. It's fresh, it's inspiring, it's The Property Show. Now showing on The Property Show. Proudly associated with roofings.
Merry Christmas and welcome to the Property Show. I hope you did enjoy your Christmas, and now we're getting ready for the new year, and the Property Show here is just here to encourage you, inspire your world of living. Now, of course, I know that many of us, some of our New Year resolutions are in the direction of owning at least a property, before a property at least land. Before we get to that, I need to specifically appreciate all our associated sponsors and partners. Roofings Uganda Limited, of course, the strength of the nation, with some incredible products and deals that are available that you might need to run towards. And of course, Lamudi, that ensures that your property scan is made so easy. And of course, now Nina Interiors, that will just ensure you're well furnished in your office for the new year and in your home. Now, guess what? The business of the day again, we started last Sunday, ensuring we give you highlights of the very best properties that inspire the best quality when it comes to property development. We are doing the same today. Some of the exclusive best interviews of 2014, the properties of the week, and of course the bird's eye. Incredible. Let's take a look at this.
Today on our special holiday edition of The Property Show, we bring you some of the best interviews, properties and bird's eye views that you may have missed or would like to see again. Plus, new properties for sale or rent, all on today's special edition of The Property Show.
My job, our job at the Property Show, is to traverse the country, traverse the region, traverse the globe with inspiring projects and properties that actually make real estate sense. And last week, there was a brand new project being unveiled on the market. That's the Boa Satellite City. And I sit down with some of the brains and the people behind this particular project to find out what is it about it that inspires the world. And right now we engage with Ambrose, who operated as the project manager, to share with us some of the key things behind this particular property. And I would say, Ambrose, what exactly first and foremost inspired this entire project?
First and foremost, when the client conceived an idea of having an estate here, I would say it was a timely intervention in the development of the entire Webaja as an area around Kampala. So when we came here, there was kind of an island of a slum. So, and the clients that we work for here are big visionaries. They want to change and turn around so many things. So they saw kind of a change in what has been happening around, and they say, let's create a city outside Kampala. Let's create a city between Kampala and Entebbe. So that's when we started thinking about what can we do with this big idea. Royal Estates mind came up because we thought the class that is coming up in Webaja is quite of the top end, but we also thought about Uganda and our Ugandans. What are people going to be able to afford? So the tendency has been that for the past, people develop estates where there is the up market, the middle, and the low, well determined by the quality of materials and all that. We said no. Even the people who want one room or two room or one small flat need the same quality. So we started thinking, let's develop an estate that's going to be to appeal to all needs of an average man in the country and the top end person in the country, but also not degrading the quality of the materials. So when we started working around the sketches, what inspired us was this Virgin Valley that was seemingly lost in the middle of development, to say let's create a small city here. So the design around was meant to blend in with the developments that we already have, and the focus of the features of the estate was to kind of meet those missing needs around the entire Webaja area. So when you look at the general planning from the commercial side down to the apartments, it was what can we bring in to add in, because there's already development happening around. What can we bring in to make this a complete satellite city? So all the ideas that we have are inspired by what is around us in aspiration of development, and also what is befitting for a good Ugandan that aspires to get what is not in the country.
Oh no, it's my dad. Cover me.
Yes. Gundinawe, is that any way to cover?
When you have to cover something, cover it the right way. Only Roofing's iron sheets have double coating that give them a much longer life and are made with Japanese technology for best quality right here in Uganda. With Roofing's iron sheets, we've got you covered. Roofing's, strength of a nation.
Modernity sets in quick and fast as Uganda progresses and advances, and the real estate industry across East Africa, Uganda pacing so fast. Now I catch up with the proprietor, the brain behind the Boa Satellite City, the vision bearer. He needs no introduction. He's been known in many other spheres. He's invested in education and lots of other things. But the chairman of this particular project, he owns it, but the vision behind it is so super. And I'll get to ask Mr. Basajabal about what actually inspired this particular vision and dream as you were setting out.
Okay, I think the major thing is that most of the real estate developers that we've been having in the country, they have not been concentrating on quality than why we are going comparing to Vision 2040, which is the national theme now.
We have seen lots of projects come up, lots of property developers coming up, but there's a lot of unique points about this property. But what are some of the things you would say actually make these properties unique and different from the rest?
One is the location. Coming from the airport, near the road, and the houses themselves, they are beautiful. And we are ensuring that there will be everything within this estate. Being the mall, being the school, being the hospital, being everything, it will be inside. So
we look at Vision 2040 of the president, and we look at Uganda fast moving forward. As a proprietor of such a project, where do you feel like Uganda is headed as a country when it comes to the development and modernity setting in with such projects actually that are coming up through your initiative? Yes,
sure. In fact, now this is the first phase. We're going to replicate another phase on the next land that we have on the side.
Still in the same area?
Same area, yes. Okay, looking at that and other sites also as well.
This week, while the property show was at it again, our eyes caught the attention of the McKinnon Suites, also trendily known as Kampala's signature suites. Well, what makes the property special? The enchanting welcome lounge, midget fountain, and beautiful African art helps one feel welcome. On your way to the suites is a large monumental, one-of-its-kind chandelier. Designed to make guests feel instantly at ease, these beautiful suites have a luxurious, homey feel with walnut paneling, sumptuous drapes, and a king-size bed. Adjacent to the large bedroom, the stunning bathroom makes the most of its space with a large standalone bath.
The character of this particular property would move you right from the dining to the living room into the bedroom. It's got 2 bedrooms. Now, when you're looking at still how they've utilized the spacing, the room I'm in right now is not close to some of the villas that we've featured in the last couple of weeks. And it could draw some bit of inspiration for anybody out there that always asks us questions, how do I deal with a smaller bedroom? Now, when you look right in this bedroom, you're going to look at the wardrobe. It's not that exaggerated. It's not so big. And when you look at the placing of the bed, the lighting and everything in here again has been organized to fit within the room spacing. And you're looking at again at about a 3x3 room. Quite small in size, but it's amazing how the spacing has been utilized to ensure that you've got a lot of legroom and playing space. And it did. It may not be your extravagant villa, but it gives you a piece of heaven and royalty in what you'd have as a bedroom.
The spacious studio suites have a luxurious, opulent feel. With a king-size bed, a mini living room, mini guest chat table, a work desk in the bedroom, and a wonderful roll-top pedestal bath in the bathroom, the emphasis is on comfort and luxury.
The McKinnon Suites sort of introduce us to another concept now. Always have a question, what do you do when all you have is one fairly big space and you don't have the luxury of compartmentalizing it into separate rooms and all that? Now, what I'm in right now is a studio suite. Now, it can educate us quite so much on how we can make use of our spacing. What I'm talking about is that you've got one set of a living room, tiny, the way it is. You've got a dining right over there, and the bed right over there, and the dressing mirror over there, and the cupboard over there, and everything is just in one room.
This property brings you closer to a taste of what quality living is all about. From us at the Property Show, the McKinnon Suites is our property choice of the week. Welcome home. The Bird's Eye, brought to you by Roofings. The Bird's Eye was brought to you by Roofings.
Roofings, strength of a nation.
Still to come,
So you have to put into consideration what you saw and where you are and your lifestyle.
the Property of the Week, brought to you by Nina Interiors.
Are you furnishing this festive season? Let Nina Interiors do it for you. Get all your quality furniture for office, living room, dining, bedroom, and your curtains, decor and accessories from Nina Interiors. You're welcome to our main showroom at Plot 41 Ginger Road in Kigali. Find us in Plot 1410 Muhima Road. Nina Interiors Limited for all your furnishing needs.
Been around places in Kampala? Well, this week on The Property Show, we visit a place considered to have Kampala's best view. This property's view gives you a roving glimpse of the vast array of real estate wealth in Buziga and the amazing breezy scenery of the very beautiful Lake Victoria. The Cassia Lodge makes it as our Property of the Week. It stands elegantly high up on Buziga Hill, sparing no view from the top. No wonder it's a favored destination for tourists from across the world. Rated as one of the most impressive properties in Kampala, the Cassia Lodge gives a true sense of pure paradise in the African Pearl. You simply fall in love with the romantic experience of nature versus human presence at the property. safari-styled suites have been designed with a strong African presence. What an amazing experience, with a bedroom that gives you a swooping view of Lake Victoria from the balcony. The suite presents you with a special magic interior design featuring the African touch. Its beauty is indescribably wonderful to the eye. Sweet-to-feel floors, an exquisite choice of wall paints gives you an even more spectacular interior presence. A simply beautiful living experience within a peaceful setting, with stunning established gardens and well-positioned on the Buziga prestigious foothill. And to crown it all, the majestic, footnoted swimming pool at the side yard gives you the peak of a zenith living experience.
Well, I started intensely to practice interior designing about 3 years ago, and that was right after I had gotten my children to a certain age and I could leave them home comfortably without worrying about them. And so I really started with friends, people that I knew, and from them I got recommended to other people. I'd rather actually that people, before they start to build, for example, those who are building, before they start to build, first approach an interior designer for consultation, because when you go to an architect and you say, okay, I'm going to build a I'd like to build a 3-bedroom house, 1-bedroom master bedroom, one for the kids and one for the guests. That's what he'll do. He'll go to the site, plan and etc. If you come to me, I will ask you, how many children do you have? What ages are they? Because you have to consider things like, are they old? Are they about to leave the nest? Will you be left with such a huge house? We'll get into the nitty-gritties of, do they have disabilities? Those are questions an architect wouldn't bother asking you. So then I'm considering that if you're going to design your house, I can do a basic ground plan for you, then the architect, panel beats it. And then consider how sharp corners, sharp edges, things like that. People see stuff. We read magazines, they're out there. We have television shows, and you say, I want that in my house, I want this in my house. But you have to put into consideration where we are. Some of the things we see are in countries that are cold. Say, for example, carpets. You see a house and it's wall-to-wall carpet, and it's that thick, luxurious carpet, and you say, I've got to have a carpet wall-to-wall in my house. But we're a hot country. It's just not practical. Plus, if you have little kids running around, or so many people, we're Ugandans, we have lots of people living with us. High traffic areas, the carpet gets worn out, gets dirty, so the maintenance is quite difficult. And then you have, say, about one maid who cleans up the house, and she does so many things. So maintenance, when they're on the floor, we have a lot of dust in this country. So those curtains are likely to get dirty more often. I mean, how many times do people wash their curtains in this? I mean, even myself, I'm not going to say that on the screen, but I do take a while, except the netting. The netting actually shows, so that's easy to wash, but the curtains, you're thinking, we can still hang in there. But so you imagine what's going on the ground. Someone mopped or did not sweep properly, so you got stuff there, then you have a child who's wanting to use it as a play cloth. It's not practical. So you have to put into consideration what you saw and where you are and your lifestyle. Okay, you want to have a huge, or you have a small house and you want to have lots of furniture because you get so many guests. Perhaps you want to increase the size of the room, or maybe have a little furniture that is permanent and then have the other one stored away. You can have all of it in the same room because I get so many visitors, it just gets so cramped. So you think about your lifestyle, the purpose for which you want that thing, and then you're good to go.
Why not try out Lamudi, Uganda's best search engine for properties? You simply snap, upload, and share with the world on your computer or mobile. Download the app on Google Play or the App Store. Make searching fun with Lamudi today.
Now that is inspiring. It is thrilling. It's all on the Property Show. Now, of course, we are taking in your opinions and views. What do you want to see on the Property Show in 2015? We are getting to rebrand, and by the second week of 2015, we should be able to give you a whole different feel of the Property Show. Keep your views coming through on either by texting us on our hotlines or getting onto hashtag Facebook Property Show Uganda. On behalf of the team at the Property Show Uganda, indeed, we can say unanimously and in a united front, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year 2014. Remember, for 2015, we will be trying to help you achieve your dreams, showing you where the affordable housing is, showing you how you can get that house off the ground, who are the partners that can make sure you actually make that dream a reality. Until then, stay blessed and live inspired. It's the Property Show.
Next week on The Property Show.
Another summer day has come and gone away. horse and roam, but I wanna go home.